Well, welcome everybody. It's regular season Group C action. And Movistar Estudiantes welcome Mehdi Beyrout from Germany. We're in Town Dardaz. We're in the Jorge Garbajosa Arena for what could be an absolutely crucial night of Basketball Champions League action. Good travelling contingent of German fans. And when we get a look at the group table, you're going to see how congested this group is. Here's the schedule though. AEK and Strasbourg are just finishing off in Athens. That'll have a huge bearing on this group. Tomorrow Banvit could seal the deal in this group by the home win against already out of it Rosa Ladon. And Unamea Venezia will be the nightcap game in this group tomorrow evening. Well, the Estudiantes faithful, well known for following their team all around Europe. What a history the club has. Obviously, playing their Basketball Champions League games away from the centre of Madrid. Here's the current table, and you can see how congested this is, with Estudiantes just one game back on Banvit and one game clear on third. But look at that, 3 to 6th place, all within a game. And there's a mathematical possibility that Olympia could possibly squeeze in, as difficult as that may be. One of the toughest groups in the Basketball Champions League regular season. Always an atmosphere here in Madrid. These two teams had a 6-point game earlier in the season, and Beyrout headed up that with a tremendous performance by Nate Linhart with 21 points. And Gabe York had 20 in the loss against the Spanish club. And there lies half the problem for Beyrout in that overtime loss. Half their points from 2 players. They've got to get contributions from across the roster. Currently lie third in the Bundesliga, having a great season domestically. Club's got some real aspirations to go deep into the Basketball Champions League. The Estudiantes roster for coach Salva Maldonado has really found some momentum in the Basketball Champions League. They currently sit 13th in the ACB. Tough loss against the Basketball Champions League defending champions Tenerife at the weekend, as Tenerife secured their spot in the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Cup, with that win over Estudiantes. Savani not going to be in uniform this evening, just saw the experienced big man in, well, almost civvies in the polo shirt. So Beyrout introduced to a reasonable crowd out here in the suburbs of Madrid. The Jorge Garbajosa, aptly named Sports Pavilion, the legendary Spanish international, president of the Spanish Federation. Nice trip for the Beyrout fans down into Madrid against one of the most historic names in European basketball. Estu getting back on track in terms of its conveyor belt of talented youngsters. The latest Spanish international, Edgar Vasedo, been through the Spanish age group systems, played in the World Cup qualifiers when Spain, on the face of it, looked like they had a very weakened team, but then dispatched the current Eurobasket champion Slovenia and had a tough away win against Montenegro. Just shows you the depth of Spanish basketball, and the development systems are still working pretty well. Alec Brown, really nice season for Estu in his first year. 22 minutes, averages 12 points a game and nearly 5 rebounds, the big man. And this club, a win here, not only puts pressure on Banvit, closes the gap, gives some separation between them and the qualification break-off point in full, but sets up a mouth-watering tie next week, as Estudiantes will welcome Bambit here to the Spanish capital. Well, we're around 4 minutes away from tipping it off. Going to get a look at the third team on the floor. The three referees, Mr. Baldini, Mr. Melevic, and Ozols from Italy, Macedonia, and Latvia, respectively. As we always say, their teamwork is as important as the other two teams. And great thing about the standard officiating across Europe. A word that referees don't always like, but I think it's huge, is that their consistency and their interpretations, minute 1, minute 40, and that's what they normally are in the Basketball Champions League. So those three guys got a lot to live up to. And Beirut, as we say, third in the Bundesliga, had a big win away at Freiburg Skyliners at the weekend. Big road win with a 22-point margin that really does cement their place in the top four, ideally placed when it comes to the end of season playoffs. Breaking into some of the traditional teams in the Bundesliga, competing up there with Berlin, Borussia Basket, and Munich. Once you break into those three teams, you are making some strides. That's where Beirut are at the moment. So Ali Sabatan, who's the veteran, not in uniform this evening. But obviously, as you can see, it's game day, so he's enjoying life. The clash between these two teams in the first half of the regular season went to overtime before Estudiantes, with an 8-2 run on the back of Omar Cook, really scored the first 5 points in overtime from the three-point line, and then converted 2 free throws to give him a 5-0 start in overtime that Beirut never recovered from. So should be a surprise to anyone. Omar Cook, great history in European basketball, also representing Montenegro in his time, but has been across some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Raul Corner at the helm for Beirut. And Salvo Maldonado with his last minute words of wisdom to his guys before he sends them out for, could be a pivotal game for Estudiantes in terms of putting him in a very, very strong position in terms of regular postseason qualification for the round of 16. Same applies to Beirut as Raul Corner. Same applies to Beirut, though. A win here would put them level with Estudiantes. Then you've got to take into account the head-to-head between the two clubs, with a 6-point margin for Estu. Gabe York at the point guard spot and Nate Linhart at the forward spot. The 1-2 punch needs some support. Only one other guy got into double digits in that overtime game. Andreas Seifert, in fact, also obviously forgot that Steve Wachowski chipped in with 12 points. So they do need contributions from across the roster. Sylvain Landsberg, what a season for Estu. Just racking points up after his move from Israel. Well, welcome everybody, wherever you're joining us. Estudiantes at home to Mehdi Beylouth from Germany. Estudiantes in the light blue and Beirut in the black. Nice early look, should be an easy two. We've got a foul. That's called vision. Great early look. Chetkovic just released on the, literally on the jump ball, 5 seconds into the game. Cook does what Cook does best, sees the floor. One of those plays you really got to just forget about it from a Beirut perspective. Let's just move on. Shetkovic misses the first and goes 0 for 2, so no damage done apart from the picking up of the foul. Robinson in the half court takes the early high screen. High-low action. Nice move to the baseline as Mari gets the 2, the Egyptian. Didn't do it quickly, just did it solidly. Brown on a pick and pop, lets it go for 3, is off. Nice early look. And Brown did just enough. Beirut just about hold possession. Here's Robinson, comes off the high screen, backs out, gets a bit of separation. 3 from the corner is good. Demar Brooks, feet set, didn't need a second invitation, and Beirut with the 5-0 start on the road. Landsberg outside will get the little 2-man game with like Brown, who goes to the post. Got a little bit of dancing in the low block. Linhart trying to front Brown, a little bit of contact that the official did not appreciate. Shetkovic will take the high screen, and that'll be the 3rd team foul for Beirut. Only 8:40, still 8:45 to go in the first, and they will not want to be sending the Estudiantes to the free throw line early in this first half. Cook out top, looks at his options. Brown tries to seal in for Landsberg, doesn't get a real look at that at all. Shetkovic moves it on. Cook, little ball fake, and Brown turns it over. A little bit too clever, too intricate. Murray going to work against Brown, just backs him in. Brown's got to hold his space. Oh, great way to finish. Clever finish. Assem Mali, 2'6", gets Brown really deep. Murray with cute finishes around the ring. Landsberg's offensive foul for the hook. Well, Estudiantes in various games in this Basketball Champions League have looked at different combinations in their starting lineup, but this pretty much would be most people's view of their starting lineup. Especially, it's pretty much their starting lineup from the ACB. And they're 7-0 down. Landsberg picks up his first foul. Mali again definitely has the advantage, steps out of the block. Robinson going baseline, stops and pops for 2. And it didn't actually hit the back of the support for the baskets. That's why the officials didn't stop the game. Cook in transition will back it out. Have a looks at options. Kana Medley gets his first touch. Step back, great defensive effort by Robinson, just took it away. Cook stops, let's go with the 3, is short, and there's a lid on that Estudiantes bucket at the moment. Oh, great work by Shetkovic. And I think they're going to have to call it unsportsmanlike, and they do. Just a little bit loose with the basketball. Murray got involved and didn't need to. Shetkovic was persistent. And then Robinson, in trying to recover the ball, simply had to foul. And if he fouled, it had to be an unsportsmanlike foul. So, having struggled for nearly 3 minutes to tick it over, Estudiantes get the free throws and possession. The Estudiantes faithful take the little train journey out here to Telejon. Cook gets it into the half court. Chetkovic, and Beirut's defense is extended. They're trying to take Estudiantes out of what they want to run, switching on most picks. Nice pass, great finish. Exploited the switch, and Alec Brown gets the first two from the floor. Robinson. Hey, regular season basketball Champions League, sharp end of the regular season. Teams going at it here. Great work by Robinson on the glass, goes up, and Brown will pick up the personal. Right from the get-go here. Clear how much he's resting on this game. A lot of defense. Intense start by both teams. And Beirut, having had the 7-0 start, looking to build again. .85% free throw shooter, James Robinson. Nice stroke from the line, up and down, straight lines. Good for two. Cook gets Connor Medley and gets it back. Connor Medley in the post. I like the matchup. Got to try and release though. Robinson doing a great job defensively, making it hard for Connor Medley. Nice find, wide open for three, is long. Chetkovic comes up with a long offensive rebound, recycles. Brown with the three, is short. Connor Medley's turn to get the offensive boards, goes up! And throws it down hard. Connor Medley looking for a way to get going, finds it. And the Estudiantes running right on the offensive glass. Gabe York, quiet start for York. Nowhere to go, needs a pass, finds one. Marley gets it on the inside. Egyptian trying to go to work, goes with a left hand, little run up. Great work on the glass. Connor Medley just about rescues the situation. New 14 for Beirut. Leinart stops, let's go for three. Mari with a great job on the glass. Connor Medley comes down with it, and Estudiantes chance to eat into that three-point lead. Little fade away in the lane for Connor Medley. Can't get the drop. And Gabe York will take a little air out the ball this time. Now he attacks though. A little hang time off the glass for two. Tough move. Gabe York took it in traffic, gets balanced, kisses the glass for two. Wow, frantic start here, halfway through the first. Got a whistle on the play. And Estu will go to the free throw line. Chetkovic will make his 5th and 6th journeys. 5th and 6th free throw attempts coming up. Substitutions coming in both ways. Robinson will sit for Beirut. Bastien Doreth joins. Brown will sit for Estu. Brazula steps in. 8 for Estudiantes. And Chetkovic will make the throws and depart. Halfway through the first. 4 points from Chetkovic, all from the free throw line. Doreth gets it into the half court. Murray's the releases again from any sort of pressure. Brooks will kick it. Larry looks to post, doesn't get it. Tough take off the glass. York can't get it to drop. Lennersberg deep in the corner for three is off. Murray comes down with another positive stat. And Doreth will push. Game quick. Trying to be stretched. Murray wants it in the post. Still wants it. Doesn't get it. And Macy just didn't want to give him a look in the inside. Linhart steps back for three. Is short. Murray can't get it. Cook does and looks and pushes. Nice find. Zulu for three. Got it. Transition basketball by Estudiantes. Defense sucked down. And Buzuela comes high and just knocked it still. Easy breakaway two. Timeout. Sutton gets the two. Estudiantes lead by two. Beirut take the timeout. Big momentum shift. Big impact off the bench. Another sloppy pass and Sutton going up for the easy two. And Coach Coroner has seen enough. Takes the timeout with Estudiantes with a 2-point lead.
You have to slow the ball down. Robin, if they already have the ball, don't go for another steal. Stop the ball. Stay in front of the ball. We gotta get back. We gotta slow the ball down. If you don't have the offensive rebound, you don't have it. Stop the ball. All they do is score in transition and on the free throw line. Be ready for press offense. You're gonna run point snake. Right? If they go under, go re-screen, space the floor. If he comes back towards you, make sure
Quiero más gente ayudando en el rebote con Sutton, más gente que él bloquea y el resto coge rebotes.
Well, Corner absolutely right in his analysis. Estudiantes, it's pretty much transition and free throw line points. Couple of offensive rebounds, but they've got not a lot in the half court. Nice slip. Got to finish. Come back to the help. Lines up the three. Brooks is long. And had it 2 feet from the hoop. Cannot understand at all why Cox didn't go up. Cook with the mismatch, trying to exploit, find Landersberg. Nice pass. Connor Medley stays with the play, gets it through for persistence. Great find. Missed the first one, stayed with the play. Great example. Amazi outside. Amaz looks inside, going high. That's a defensive foul. Connor Medley a little perplexed. Yeah, good call by the official. Connor Medley initiated all the contact, stepped in, and I'm getting that look in slow motion from a different angle. Amazes me. That's a great call by the official in terms of the way he read that one. Travel. Demond Brooks picks up the turnover. 4 turnovers for the German club. They've been stuck on 11 for a long time. There's a little hesitation in the lane and the reaching foul. Amaze puts, why on earth do you want to reach on that one? Penetration going to the corner. Hadn't turned the corner. Amaze wants to get a piece of it. Connor Medley sits down, so does Demond Brooks. Second stint with Estudiantes for Nick Connor Medley. A few seasons here, not that long ago, but then subsequently, time at Valencia, time in other across Europe, time at Monaco. Currently leading their group in the Basketball Champions League. Now back here in Madrid. Like most fans of any great club, when you've had a relationship, they welcome you back with open arms. Nate Linhart will advance the basketball. More old school. Nice little spin back to the baseline. Andreas Seiforth. Now he's got to play at the other end. Landsberg just scored him for two. The switching defense of Beirut, great recognition by Landsberg. Got a mismatch, then just waited till he got a shot he wanted. The step back three is no good. Chelsky really didn't need it that early. Landsberg blows the layup. Well, in the last time out, Coach Corney had said, you've got to keep your guy in front of you. This is not keeping your guy in front of you. Muzzy got just beaten on the dribble. Help was late. And Seiforth picks up the first foul. The only good news, if you're a Beirut fan, is that they're sharing these fouls out. Only Gabe York and Mon Brooks have two, which is not a good story, but everyone else is just spreading out the foul count. Off the glass for two, poor shot. Great rebound by Seiforth going up with the left hand, doesn't get the drop. And the ball will finally come off Victor Ortega. Just couldn't haul it in. New 14 reset for Beirut. They really do need to spend some time with it, set good screens, and share the ball a little bit. It's all a little one-on-one at the moment. Pick and roll action, so gets it in the post. Ortega guards him. Great little flash at the ball. 14-second violation. You want to tip your hat to Estu. Deep on the shot clock. Went after the ball. Didn't allow the inside-outside options. Last minute of the first, and after a slow start where they didn't score for 3 minutes, the Estudiantes lead this 20-13. Elliott will move off to the short two by Ortega. Can't get the drop. Chowski gets it into the half court. Gets it back. Hands off and lifts again. Well, again, a little bit too much dribble. It's great defense by Estudiantes. No one overhelps. Everyone in the passing lane puts a lot of responsibility on you to guard your man one-on-one. But as Beirut, it's not getting an advantage by ball movement. It's all very static, very one-on-one based. And Estudiantes at the moment, more than able to deal with that. Cook's going to use as much at the end of the quarter as possible. Lines up to Souton for three, way off. And that'll give Beirut more than enough time to get it down and tick it over. 6.7 seconds to go, the end of one, and subs coming in. And Andreas Seiforth sits down, as does Ortega. Atkinson gets some time. This one's going up. Got a foul, and they've got one to give. Smart play by Atkinson. Didn't foul too early. Just doing it what he needs to do. It might only be his only step on the floor this evening, but had to foul, use up that foul they had. Now Beirut with only 2.5 seconds to get the last shot of the quarter. Tough looking two, lean away, is good. Chelsea gets the two, stayed composed, got balanced, and just knocked down the two for fun. And that'll do it for the first quarter. High scoring, up tempo, intense, all those words leave you with a 20-15 advantage for Estudiantes at the end of one. Here's the replay of the last two. Chowski gets a little separation, leans away, and just knocks it down. Let's take a listen to Coach.
Push that ball. We're too slow. drag screens, go for re-screen. Right? Even if this is counter catch, under re-screen, go.
El pase, como hacía Ni.
Estás todo el rato detrás del pivo. Adelante, ponte 3-4.
Estás tú con el base ahora.
Oh, things started so well for Beirut. Murray was just causing havoc underneath. Two tough finishes around the ring. Brooks was all part of an 7-0, then an 11-4 start for Beirut. They've only scored 4 points in the last 6 minutes of that first quarter. There's the second of the cute little finishes around the ring by Murray. And after the unsportsmanlike foul, where they made the throws, Brown went to the bucket and then Khan Ahmedli just threw down. That was the third offensive rebound that Stu had in that phase of play. And the worry for Beirut is that Gabe York picked up the 2 fouls and spent the majority of that first period on the bench. So it's how he can play in early foul trouble that may be pretty, well, will be decisive in how this game, I think, is going to pan out. Well, Hackinson remains. We're underway in quarter 2. And Beirut will get the first offensive look. Again, not a lot of action away from the ball. A great first step to the glass for 2 is good. And Wachowski follows the 3 before the end of the period with 2 straight after the start. Inside, outside, wraps it. The 3 is gone, and sweet from deep. Oh, Sutan with his feet set, just stroked it. 6-point lead for the home club. Everybody got dragged down from Beirut on the help. Sutan just lifted. Wachowski has it knocked away. Sideline possession will stay with the German club. Murray again with the inside touch. Baseline goes to the far side. Ortega gets a piece. And Estudiantes are off to the races. Got to reward the big man. He's run the floor. Doesn't get a look. Hackinson outside. Moves it on. Ortega stays with it. Goes back up. Gets it blocked again. And the big man, well, he's getting touches, got to finish place. Stop, pop for 3 is off. And Margie just about gets the offensive board and runs it down. Deep from the corner is good. And one of the things that this the Beirut team is that's not shy of shooting the 3 ball. Margie gets his first 3 of the game. Azura goes inside, wraps it again, same play the other side of the floor, shooting on a closeout, gets the 2. Great read by the Croatian power forward, attacked the closeout, ticks it over to a 5-point game, 7 points personal. Sutan will sit. Alec Brown is back in. They really do run a lot of pick and pop action for those 2. Both of them are very, very solid from the 3-point line. Hackinson wraps it, gets the handoff from Ortega, turn in the corner. Little floater in the lane for 2. Nice action, nice move. It's 27-20, Estudiantes with A little bit of breathing space here in quarter two. Great work by Mari again, but just can't control it. Hansen comes off the screen, goes upstairs, and they blow it. Ortega's looking at a highlight. All he's going to be on, he's on a mixed dunk now. There for the taking. Little staggered screen action and a lift. They look inside. Murray doesn't get. Step to the far side of the ring for two. Wachowski gets yet another 2 points. All right, Ortega couldn't complete. Will go to the free throw line. Great decision, got to finish the play. Second is good. Again, lots of dribble by Beirut in traffic. Took the tough option, had people wide open on perimeter. York. Ortega runs the floor, he's fouled. But he misses yet another flush. Wachowski will take the personal. Crowd really rising to Ortega, ran the floor so well, the big man. Ortega on the free throw line. 71% across the Basketball Champions League regular season. If you're a big man, you've got to be at least at that. Otherwise, you are going to be fouled a lot. Solid action makes the first. Bit of a cult figure for these Estudiantes fans. Chance to make the margin an 8-point lead for Estudiantes with 5:48 to go in the half. He only completes on 1 from 2. Robinson moves it on. York has looks his options, steps back for the long three, way short. There's a fine line when you've got a scorer such as York. How much green light do you give him? He's averaging nearly 18 points a game at 40 and 30 at 40+% from the three-point range. So he's earned that ability, he's earned that green light to shoot that ball. Just can't get it to drop at the moment. Atkinson gets things going. Barrett Brown has it. Looks at the action away from the basketball. The switching defense creates the problem. Shekovic with 9 on the possession. A lot of dribble this time. Brown with a step back three is good. Big man who can step out and shoot the three. Real big asset for any team. And Estudiantes open a double-digit lead with half the second quarter to go. Nate Linhart checks back in. John Cox will sit. Cox just, you can't leave a shooter one pass away. You cannot lead to help. It becomes like a shooting drill. Nice pass. Robinson on the inside. Inside, outside. Chelsky needs a look. Goes inside to Mike. Does well to get to it. Space line. Tough push for two. Dickinson turns the corner. Gets to the foul line. Stops and pops. Is short. And Beirut have got to start ticking this scoreboard over. They're stuck on 22. Oh, Arteaga says, don't bring that in here. Nice skip. Atkinson lines it up. Shekovic for three. Great find by Atkinson on the break. Shekovic, feet set, knocks it down. We've got a 13-point margin. Beirut take the timeout. Got to regroup and stop the momentum. Nice find by Atkinson on the break. Shekovic with time, space, and just strokes the three. Weak drive down the other end, started the break.
Ball quick, attack quickly, kick it out. All right, right now it's just dribble shot or dribble drive. It's got to be dribble, kick, extra pass. We got to move that ball. And every single shot we take, we got to have safety. Stop the back. Right, we always got to line up with position deep. Set up, press offense. Let's go straight. Okay, straight. Run the ball screen to it, get a good screen. Look for us in first. Right, if you have the right off,
Well, all the numbers favour Movistar Estudiantes at the moment. 50% from two, 40% from three. When you're getting points in transition, they're normal shots you want. Robinson has it. Little token pressure down the floor. Robinson, everybody under the screen. I don't think Gabe York has seen a shot he doesn't like. Tough little hang time. With a little floater to tick it over for Beirut. He can score in a hurry too. Brown lines up for three, is short. York on the dribble. Baseline, stops, pops, doesn't get the roll. We got a whistle. Macedo's going to be charged with the personal. Not really sure. Not that it matters what I think. End-line possession for Beirut. Oh, easy inbound. Good finish. Come on, Brooks. Atkinson moves it on. Ball movement. Kana Medley in the corner is off. Ball's chased down. Chance for Beirut to eat into this 9-point lead. York. This time kicks it. Nice pass. That's a super little bounce pass. Brown's going to get charged with a personal. The foul, the pass just, he couldn't get it because it was right by his feet. Clever, smart play, nice pass. And Assem Mali finds himself on the free throw line. Over 60+% from the free throw line, misses the second. Brown and Conor Medley combined. Basilio gets in on the ball reversal. Haakonsen gets it back at the top. Will take the ball screen. Now he needs to lift and attack in traffic. Well, he catches the ring. Who's coming up with that? Conor Medley, right place, right time. And let's do get a new 14. Chetkovic, skip pass. Brown looks to attack the middle. Spins baseline. Doesn't get the two. Robinson shows a handle, kicks it, wide on for three in transition, count it. Linhart strokes the three in transition, cuts it to a 6-point game. Estudiantes will take the timeout. Maldonado not happy with his transition defense, I'm sure.
Talk from the weak side. If your man steps out, you can switch in and we can open on the other side. He just sprints through. All right, but you gotta yell to him, so he goes. All right, hey, we go cross right now. Come on top. You got to cover sideline. All right, I got you and Nate on the sideline, on the wings. Try to get a steal out of it. All right, we still have 2 fouls to give. If we...
Ahí al lado de balón, a ver si hay. No, se puede ir. Por 4 y por 5, normal.
Hey, if you hear switch, I'm going to flip it. And you stay up in the crease.
Si no hay nada, jugar con la esquina, ¿vale? Seguimos pasar, jugad ahí hacia el fondo. Vamos a jugar, vamos a esto.
Pressure up the floor by Beirut following the timeout. Chetkovic will get it over. And let's do recycle back. Cook has it, but down at 14 on the possession. And Conor Medley. Oh, he's 2'3". I think he needed to be 2'10" to catch that. Robinson. Murray wants get it in the block, looks to face, goes against Brown, going baseline, been so effective earlier on, comes back, nice job, gets to the far side of the ring, then just pivots back, gets the 2, 5-point game. 6 points personal for Murray. Andersberg hasn't had to ignite his team, goes left hand, gets the roll. Tough move. Robinson down low, Murray again, has it knocked away this time. Hang time is no good. Leathersburg can't get it to drop. Good transition. Brooks down the middle. Blows the layup. Great follow by Robinson. Outworked his opponent. Gets to the ring. And Beirut cut it to 5. Last minute of the half. Cook's going to try and manage these last 40 seconds. Very persistent switching. Conor Medley, great first step. Gets the 2. Beautiful little baseline play. Trying to hold for the last shot. There's about a 1 second differential. Here's Robinson. Murray's going to give him a ball screen. He turns it down. Now he's coming back for it. Holding foul, and STU again have fouls to give. Chetkovic is the guy now, plays great defense. Okay, I'm deep on the shot clock. If I can't steal it, I'll take the foul. Still have a foul to give. 5.7. This first half has flown by. Estudiantes looked like they were getting away, but Beirut's got a chance here to cut to a 5-point game, which they do. At the end of the second period, end of the half, Mari does what he did right at the beginning of the game. That's a great job in the post. Those two will cut the margin to 5. Estudiantes with a 39-34 halftime score. Coach Maldonado makes his way to the locker room. Beirut keeping themselves in this with some decent work on the offensive boards. But 8 turnovers is killing the effort. The trail 5, they turned it over 8 times compared to 2 for Estu. Well, we're going to get some highlights in a moment of what was a fascinating first half. The Estudiantes slow off the blocks. And Mari was very good. But then the Estudiantes just established controls. We'll leave you with these highlights. And we'll be back with you shortly for what promises to be a fascinating second half. We'll see you soon. Join us back here in Madrid. Welcome back, everybody. Both teams back out on the floor. As we said right at the top of the game, huge game for both teams, different ways. Estudiantes, if they get the win, really put some pressure on Banvit. Look at a little separation from at least one of the teams vying for the third and fourth place beneath them. But for Beirut, they get the road win, especially if they can win by more than 6, gives them a head-to-head advantage on Estudiantes. Again, gives them a little separation from the teams fighting for that third and fourth place. And with their run-in, they play Umalea Venezia at home, and then they are at Ike Athens the week after. Estudiantes, well, they play next week against Banvit, which could be a group-winning deciding game, and then finish in Venice with Umalea. So a tough run-in for Estudiantes, and well, tough run-in for both clubs in this very, very tight and congested group.
Stream in one direction, no matter where the direction. Attack one direction, immediately go second direction, go. And the 4 men on this side, cut. Okay, cut back them. Next guy here. All right, swing. All right, let's go fast, come on.
Well, Coach Cohen has been talking a lot throughout this first half. Not having the ball stick. Too much dribble. He wants the ball moved more to gain advantage, because they have players who can exploit advantage. But it's all a little bit one-on-one from a very static start. And the Estudiantes' athleticism, actually pretty good one-on-one defense-wise. It can contain penetration well, especially if they haven't had to work off of a long closeout. So Beirut, if they can keep the tempo high, if they can move the basketball, have a real shot here. But Estudiantes, at the moment, are playing the game that you've got to believe will give them the win. It's up to Beirut to move the ball more and actually force Estudiantes into the half court, because while it's up and down, and while Estudiantes are in transition, they're scoring points. So start of the second half, and Estudiantes with the first possession, get a full 24 in the half court. Landesberg and Brown with a pull, with a pick and roll. Brown goes to the block this time. Feels a little double team, has it knocked away. Great start by the German club, very active. Robinson has it, early push. Marley gets it in the post, inside, outside, Brooks. Nice pass, Brooks with a little runner, blows the layup. And Murray's going to be charged with the offensive push-off, but Cook did a great job boxing out. This has got to be a 2 for Juan Brooks. And Cook ends up on the floor. Frustration for Beirut at the start of this third quarter, but they get the steal, they get a good look. Extension on the defense. Shetkovic breaks the press. Landesberg, Kanamedi on the inside, turns it over. Back-to-back turnovers for Estudiantes. Robinson, little handle in the lane, poor decision. Too much traffic, Shetkovic going the other way. Numbers down the floor for Estu. Kanamedi wants it in the post early. Can't change the angle, so they're going to clear it. Brown off the reversal, just buries the 3, sweet. Second side offense, moves the ball, make the defense chase, and Brown had all day and just strokes the 3. That's penetration. Linhart with a soft touch gets the 2. First 2 points for Linhart. Don't forget, 21 points in the corresponding game in the first half of the regular season. Landesberg looking for Brown on the post. Nice rotation away Lindesberg, three, back-to-back threes for Estu. Not a lot of movement, but who cares when you're knocking threes down for fun? 9-point margin. York goes inside. Murray feels a little contact. Inside, outside. Robinson goes back to him. Gets deep. Goes up. Doesn't get the drop. Ball belongs to Estu, and Brown played big. Murray a little undersized, and all Brown did was play a little bit bigger. Good help from Connor Medley. Looks like he came down a little hard on his ankle. Omar Cook into the half court for Estu. Shekovic on a pick and roll, doesn't get a look. Brown with too much help. Gonna have to reverse it. Lindesberg. Baseline. Oh! Well, again, he blows it. That's his third time Estu have gone up and missed dunks. Brooks for three. Got it in rhythm. So Estudiantes punished for another missed dunk. Cook looks at his options. Overpassed. Got to credit Robinson for holding his space. York is fouled as he breaks the defense down. I think Omar Cook's trying to make the point that he feels his teammate is being held. Meanwhile, Gabe York on the free throw line. This is the first. %, all but a 0.5, 89.5% across the season comes up empty. Just when his team really need to keep that momentum building. Cook, Connor Medley steps back off the first pass, he's short. Murray on the inside, comes back. Why on earth does Linhart want to touch that? I think this is going in. I may be wrong. Murray comes back, goes up with a soft touch. Ball's rimming around there. And Linhart, his expression tells you he may have thought it's going down too. All right, so Murray, the Egyptian, played in the Under-19 World Championships in Latvia for Egypt, spent some time in NCAA Division II in Minnesota, and via all sorts of options and all sorts of places, ended up in Lithuania. In Sulawesi. He finds himself now in Beirut, doing a great job for the German club. 5-point margin. Lindesberg gets it back to Cook. It's very static. Connor Medley, first step. Just a turnover, good challenge. Robinson is fouled. In transition, Omar Cook takes one for the team. Cook turns to Connor Medley and says, hey, shoot the ball. Gabe York, out top, guarded by Cook, moves it on. Well, you can see where Deron Brooks was looking. Saw the opportunity, a little bit too much on it. I've got a feeling this third quarter, the last 6 minutes here of the third quarter could be crucial. Beirut looking at getting right back in this. The Estudiantes have had opportunities to break it open. Interesting phase of the game. Landesberg moves it on. Shekovic will take the ball screen from Sutton, who puts the handbrake on. Extra pass. Landesberg for three. Got it. Shared the ball beautifully with Estudiantes. Penetration kick in the extra pass. Opens it out to 8. Demond Brooks, far side of the ring. Left hand and one. Ghana Medley gives it a little palm up, but there's the contact. Demond Brooks is strong enough to take the contact, finish the play. Ghana Medley's going to sit. And Ortegas checks in. As we said before, has that cult following in the crowd. Oh, Brooks can't complete the and-one play. Cook stops, puts up the three, he's no good. Defensive rebound by Demond Brooks, he'll advance it. Well, Beirut on the road. As Robinson gets it away off the glass, Demond Brooks cannot hold it, but they'll get the ball. At the moment, Beirut shooting 33%, 3 from 9 from the free throw line. And their 80 and 90% free throw shooters gone 0 for 4 in this third quarter. Take the positive, they're getting there, getting to the line. Mari holds his space in traffic, doesn't get the drop, stays with the play, goes back up. Great finish by Demond Brooks. Effort always rewarded. Cook, margin cut to 4. Landesberg tries to increase it again. Numbers down the floor, 3-on-1 break. Brooks gets the 2. Nice little spell here for the German club. 2-point game. Cook. Beirut stepping it up defensively, forcing Astute to really have to extend here. Landesberg. Sutton puts it on the floor, traveled. Little fumble. And Brizuela. He's going to check back in as Landesberg spent a lot of time on the floor dribbling the ball. And Sutton didn't handle the pass really that well. Shekovic sits down. Linhart. We need to move the ball. Keep it moving. Linhart. Murray inside for 2. We're tied at 48. With 4:02 to go in the third, we have a new ball game. Beirut in the middle of a great run. Tie at 48. Timeout at Estudiantes. And the German club with momentum. Tie it.
Ya queda solo. Y el pivo se queda con él y le meten al pivo. No hemos hablado de otra cosa antes. Que no hemos hablado de otra cosa. En la media parte, chicos. La acción de Elija al quedarse solo y pasarla. Joder.
Go back to big and the guard get through.
Same thing, always rescreen. One defensive possession, we go double fist right now. Double fist. Okay, double fist. Let's see how they react. Back to 23. Gabe and you in front. You in the back. Let's talk. All right, double fist, one possession. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense. Let's go.
Get to the ball first. Let's do. Those long rebounds. Let's get to the ball first on the outside.
Baseline penetration, got a whistle on it as Bayreuth in there showed the zone. Can't foul that. Brooks got to contain that. He's going to sit. Rotations coming in, and Wachowski, who really did just reignite them in the second quarter, ticked it over, had the 2 before the half. Omar Cook. Landesberg fumbles against the zone. Estudiantes turn it over again. Linhart going to change the side. Robinson takes it left hand, slips. Oh! Ho, ho, ho! Off the floor, Robinson makes the 2. Literally, as he hits the floor, just has to let it go. And Bayreuth take the 2-point lead. Cook is fouled from behind, and Linhart maybe got too excited after the Robinson 2. Can't foul them. Challenge the shot, yes, but don't send him to the free throw line. Don't send Omar Cook there either. Omar Cook. Oh, he's 73% across the Basketball Champions League. Wasn't much into the 80s across his career. Edgar Facido checks in. Lindersberg sits. And Omar Cook goes 2 for 2. That's got on the wrong side. Now we're tied at 50. New ball game. York. Murray will get it off to Linhart. Takes the tough 3, way short. Ortega keeps it alive, and Cook will bring it. Inside touch. Stowski's going to be charged with a push. Again, palm of the hand on the offensive player. Pretty easy for the official to see the effect of that, call that one. Turning the corner in the lane. It's it off. Cook for 3 is short. Mari's on the glass, keeps it alive, doesn't want it there. Bayreuth in traffic needs to spin it out. Turnover, just predictable. Cook with numbers. Zayda for 3 is long. Facido comes down with the offensive rebound. Estudiantes is going to move 14. Cook will call the ball screen. Ortega with a screen. Cook looking to turn the corner. Stops in the lane for 2 is good. Omar Cook trying to take responsibility. Gets the good 2. Last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Great third quarter so far for Bayreuth. Wachowski gets his feet set, lines up the 3. Sweet as you like. And the defense didn't challenge it. Nothing but string. Cook in the lane. Inside out. And Sudan just drops the 3 himself. And all of a sudden, it's like throwing him in the ocean. No one's missing. Wachowski goes down low. Murray trying to let him play one-on-one. Help comes. Spins to the baseline. Doesn't get the drop. Cook has a look. Sueda gets it in the corner. Lines up. Takes the closeout. They call travel. Well, I think there's You see the official had clearly seen the travel. Now, if it had happened at the same time, traveling the foul would have taken precedent. But the travel took the player into the foul, so therefore you've got to take the travel. Now, whether you think it was a travel or not is another issue. But the only people that matter that think it were are the guys in there with grey shirts. And somehow the Estudiantes crowd believe there is some sort of justice as Beirut literally just throw it out of bounds. Coach Corner does not think that's justice, he just thinks that's dumb. So as you were, 54.6 to go in the third. Estudiantes with a 2-point lead and the basketball. A lot to do about nothing, I think, is the phrase. Amazed. What? I have no idea why I got... Omar Cook, experienced, one of the quality guards in the Basketball Champions League. You do not want to reach against him in that situation. He'll generate contact, get to the free throw line. John Cox checks in for Beirut. Well, that little action with the officials definitely got the crowd involved. Cook misses the first. Normal service restored as Omar Cook knocks down the second. John Cox has it. Chowski will hand it off, then spot up. Tough shot. Very flat. And Dorif. Nice find. Cox lifts. Can't knock down the three. Ball kept alive. Rosella comes down with it. And Omar Cook wants, and what he wants at the moment, he'll get. Last 10 seconds of the third. All the work that Beirut did to lead the game being undone here by a nice little finish to the third for Estudiantes. Ortega is fouled with 0.1 on the quarter. Reaching foul, clear as you like. Amarzi will dispute it, but clear as day. Ortega on the free throw line. Makes the first. Back out to a 5-point game, as you were. As we were at the start of the second half. Beirut came back during the third, led by 2. And a little run at the end, a 10-3 run at the end. Gives Movistar Estudiantes back the lead. They lead us by 5 at the end of 3.
Prestemos atención aquí en el pick and roll central, ¿de acuerdo? Prestemos atención, concentrados. Bueno, ellos quieren pasar, ahora no está Jordi, están ahora la segunda.
Hay que pasar los bloqueos, tampoco solo bloquear el más duro, pasar los bloqueos.
Podemos llegar con podemos en ataque.
Well, as those highlights showed you, this has got a long way to go. Quarter of runs and momentum swings, and Bayreuth will have it at the start of the fourth. Oh, Macedo just stayed in the play, comes up with a block. And York gets it thrown out of bounds. Chowsky will move it on. Dorrit. Nice pass, easy two. And Delia Seifert gets the two. Nice pass though, quality on the pass. Arteaga outside, we'll move it on. Macedo. Him and Sutton play 2-on-2. That's a big pick and roll combo. Now Sutton has it. 7 on the possession, tries to back in, turns around, lead back 2 is no good. Good box out. It's the way to look after the defensive end of things. There it goes up, off the glass, blows the layup. Estudiantes will run the other way. Numbers down the floor, 4-on-3. All they have to do is find the open man. And in the end, they have to settle for the half court. Uzoela gets open for 3, long. And they just have a wide open look. And quite worryingly, Nayo Uzoela, see what happens. Oh, no contact, just actually sort of landed on the toe. Turns his ankle. Got to hope that's not a bad one. I don't think there's anything as a good one at the point. At this point in time, that's sore. Cvetkovic is going to check back in. Three-point game, Estu with possession. Cvetkovic takes the ball screen, looks to get into the middle. 8 on the possession. Sutton has it, tries to go to work, goes with a running hook. Again, great work on the glass. Just boxed out, no one worried about rebounding it. Dorrit will take the ball screen. Shyforth will reposition. Whistle on the play. And Arteaga is going to be called for a holding foul. Chowsky steps back for 3, just buries it, ties it at 58. 8 minutes, new game. Kasson almost turned over, is turned over. Chowsky thinks about pulling up for 3. And now Dorrit's going to make sure they get a good one. Takes Sudon, wraps it, turns it straight back over. Kansan, Macedo on the dribble. Off the glass, blows it. Arteaga flushes it. Seifert thinks he was fouled, but Bayreuth, victims of their own inefficiency with a basketball. Great stop, massive advantage, and all they did was turn it over. And Macedo's going to be charged for a off-the-ball foul. And line possession for Bayreuth. They trail 2. Wachowski with a quick catch and release is short. Job on the glass again. Both teams really doing a nice job boxing out at the moment. Haakonsen turns the corner, has a look at his options, steps back, long two is good. Ludvig Haakonsen, a little step back two in transition, opens it out to a 4-point lead. Beirut have to do it all again. Cox. Durant stops, pops the three, is good. Well, let's do it going underneath the screen. So they're challenging Beirut to knock the three down. Haakonsen. Well, if he's taking a handful of his shirt, if that's what the call is, which it looked like, it should really be an unsportsmanlike foul, but we'll let it ride. Can't remember that basketball action in the coaching manuals that said the way to stop the pick and roll is to hold the shirt. Ortega with a two on the inside. Solid finish by the big man. Eight points personal for Ortega. York stops and pops, doesn't get the roll. Ortega's now in that ball magnet mode, gets the defensive rebound. Now he's involved in the pick and roll. Ortega puts it on the floor, we'll move it on. Opens up for Vasida, go on baseline. Great work on the glass. Haakonsen is everywhere. Back out to a 5-point lead. And a 21-year-old Swede getting it done. Getting it done in all sorts of ways. On the offensive boards, really doing a job controlling things. Well, I don't know. No one was working to stop Haakonsen getting into the glass.
Hey, two down, two up. Steve option first. Okay, so screen, Steve option first, and then we still have the option on the other side. Okay, so set a good screen for Steve. After the screen, run. Steve, if you're open, shoot it. Hey, you just cut down the mistake. Mental toughness. Get out running off spots. Let's go. We're fine. We got this. Let's go.
Juegan con él, no hay tanto problema. Progresar con él, progresar aquí. Y si no, al contrario, ¿vale? Venga, va.
Lina. Rebotes ofensivos. Rebotes ofensivos. Vamos.
After the Beirut timeout, they trail 5 with the basketball. They really do need to get. Well, they're looking. Wachowski gets the open look as drawn up, way short. Little screen down for the action. Got his feet set, couldn't complete the play. Haakonsen in the lane, will kick. The three is off for Brown. Dorith. Murray would take the screen. Somehow finds a way. Wachowski in the corner. Well, they almost evened itself out there. They missed the pass on the roll. Found itself to Wachowski. He knocks down the three. We got a 2-pointer. Step back three is off. And York will chase it down. Oh, nice little crossover. Finish the play. Gets to the ring, take it up. He's going to have to go to the line. Take it up strong now. Give yourself a chance at the three-point play. We'll have to go to the free throw line for both. Robinson checks back in. Doris sits. How long will it be before Ramon Brooks checks back in for Beirut? These three throws could tie the game. Omar Cook steps back in. Haakonsen will have to go and run the 2 spot. Well, if things don't work out for Bayreuth in this game, it's 4 for 10. Make that 5 for 11 from the free throw line in a 1-point game. Hakanson, cool as you like. Bayreuth actually had 65 points, not the 64 on your graphic. Now it goes up. Nice pass. Oh, what a block. Murray goes up expecting to make it, and Alec Brown just says no way. Comes across from the help side. Hits it onto the glass. Astu get the turnover as well. And Alec Brown does a great job protecting the ring. Hakanson needs a pass. Just about gets it away. Ball will stay with Astu. Well, it was an overtime game in Germany. Who wouldn't bet against an overtime game now? Step back three for Hakanson. Oh. Hakanson puts up the air ball. Bayreuth still a one-possession game, just under 4 to go. Big 4 minutes in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Estudiantes could almost guarantee, or as near as damn it guarantee, last 16 basketball. It'll be a blocking foul if they get the win at home here. Never had position. Nice inbound, soft finish. Wachowski gets the 2. And with 3:30 to go, it's a 1-point game. And Cook goes for the Hollywood look and turns it over. Astu also in the penalty. Bayreuth had 2 to give in terms of fouls. Robinson has it. Will take the ball screen. Looks to attack it in the lane for 2. We're good. And Bayreuth get back in front. Lead it by 1. 69-68. 3 to go. Cook. Macedo feet set for 3 is long. And Bayreuth just taking care of business on the glass. Trying to space and spread the floor. Robinson with a hard show by Tega. Feels the double team, moves it on. They take the tough one. Murray goes up. They're going to wipe it off. Foul's on the floor. There'll be 2 shots anyway because of the team foul situation. Nick Carnamed checks back in. Nasser Mali on the free throw line, having a great season in the Basketball Champions League. Averages just over 11 points a game. Just under, sorry, 11 points a game. 6 rebounds. Just a factor at both ends of the floor. Gabe York, I think, has just got a little blood.
Guys, right now they're going high pick and roll. backdoor situations, okay? And I want you to move up a little bit more on 38 also, okay? So first play, shutting it back. I'd rather have 38 do something against aggressive defense than their guards right now. For us, run the principles and keep the floor spaced. Trust each other. Nate, also on the two-man.
No están los dos aquí. Como los pases. Las salidas, ¿de acuerdo? Sí, feed down, Alec. Las salidas al córner, por si acaso. Y si no, jugamos. Si no, no sabes. Estamos, chicos.
Let's go. Defense,
Emparejamientos.
Se quede viga la salida.
Well, end of the regular season games just become intense. This is almost like playoff basketball at the moment. Murray on the free throw line. Not the most confident looking release for the Egyptian. Both short. And Stu chase it down. 0 for 2 with 2:20 to go. Free throws are absolutely crucified the chances here of Beirut. That's 4 from 13. Cook steps back for 3 is long. Defensive rebound. They've done a great job on the glass. Robinson in transition. Murray gets an early touch. Cook goes at it, steps through, just about hangs on. Still plenty of time on the possession, 10 seconds. Murray wants it again, Robinson. 5, great hands by Cook. Took all day and tomorrow to take a decision, and Cook just decided it for him. Lindesberg is pushed off. Offensive foul called. Yeah, led with the arm. Great hands by Omar Cook. 1:35 in the fourth. 69-68. Beirut have the basketball. Wachowski will hand it off. Linhart is fouled on the way through. And Estu already in the penalty. And Lindesberg slow on the help and slow on the rotation. Has to foul. Give Beirut a chance to make this a 3-point game. Linhart on the free throw line. .73% across the Basketball Champions League before today. And they cannot make a free throw. Make that 4 from 14. It's a nightmare happening here for Beirut if they don't get the win here. Linhart makes it 5 from 15. 33% from the free throw line. And they still lead by 2. They could be 10 points up with a reasonable percentage. Cook looks to turn the corner. Brown gets it back to Cook. Step back for 3 is long. Murray has it. And Omar Cook is going to take a lot of responsibility at the end of this game. Linhart kicks it for 3 is Robinson is good. Opens it out to a 5-point lead with 57.2, and could give Beirut the chance to go above Estudiantes in this group. It's unselfish. Coach Corner just said, spread it and share it and trust each other. Great example of it there. Linhart with a kick. Estudiantes take the timeout. Maldonado has got to find some answers.
Lo que no hacemos ahora, si fallamos, son faltas estúpidas. Estamos con segundos ahí, ¿de acuerdo? Jugamos flash ahora, flash. Nick, juegas aquí. Ataquen. Vale, perdona. A la siguiente rápida, flash. y atacamos, penetrar, doblar, uno contra uno. Ellos no tienen bonus. No podemos ir a jugar la banda.
Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense. Big stop here, let's go.
Wachowski with 16 points, Brooks with 14, Robinson with 12. They've shared it. They've got a lot more contributions consistently across the roster this evening. The Estudiantes will have it in the front court. Beirut, big win, almost within their grasp. Omar Cook will inbound. Landesberg, Stells for the three, in no rhythm at all. Connor Medley reverses it. Acedo moves it on to Landesberg. This is going up, puts it on the floor, has it knocked away. And Robinson has it knocked away and deflects, and Cook just makes things happen. 43.4 to go. You'd thought Beirut had got it all in their control, and then Cook gets a piece. They still have another chance to make it a one-possession game. Adds a huge difference to the game. Brown on the flash, gets it, lines up the three, is short. 3-point happy Estudiantes on those last two possessions. Beirut, 5 up. Trying to kill it, trying to kill the game right now. Linhart has it. Will take the ball screen. Steps back, lines up the three. Game, Beirut. 8-point game, 23.2. Now it's about margins. Now it's about points difference. Beirut have a chance to get the head-to-head. It's a 3-possession game now. Linhart had all the time he needed to do. You can see in the background, that's exactly the conversation that Beirut are having. It's exactly the conversation that Estudiantes have to have right now. 6-point margin. It was the margin in Germany. 8-point margin at the moment. Do Estudiantes just decide, take the loss, secure the head-to-head? Big decision. They do not need to be 3-point happy as they were on the last possession. Solid belief from Beirut. It's built on a great season at home in the domestic league, carrying over that belief into a game like this. Estudiantes down 8 with the basketball, looking to potentially get back and win the game. But as importantly, if not more importantly, score and try and get the head-to-head. Landesberg steps, Acedo puts it on the floor. Landesberg, baseline penetration, goes up, great ball by them, rebound Beirut. All they have to do is get it over. Foul as Landesberg finally fouled with 5.3 to go. Huge game in this group. Group C is such a congested group around the qualification spaces. The one team this result might make happy is Bambi. It gives them a little bit of breathing space at the top of the league. Acedo will step down. Shekovic will check in. Robinson, chance to ice it. Do that again. Robinson. comes up empty again. Landesberg is fouled on the floor. Smart foul. Super smart foul here. Foul him now. There's the foul. Not going to get the points. They have to go to the sideline with .8. Academic almost, apart from in a three-way tie, it could be a factor. And there's a very good chance we could have more than that. You could have a four-way tie in this group after tonight's games. Points difference crucial. Landesberg, they won't count it. They won't count it. What they will count is that Medi Beirut have come into Estudiantes and have got the 8-point win. There it is, confirmation. Movistar Estudiantes, having led most of the game, lose it 76-68. Estudiantes led by as many as 13 points in that game. The biggest lead for Beirut is that lead, the 76-68. Amazing stat for Beirut. They shot under 30% from the free throw line and win. 5 for 17 from the line, but they shot 45% from the three-point line. Overall, they shot 46% against the 33% haul by Estudiantes. Beirut win it on the glass as well as anywhere else. Tremendous performance by the German club. A lot of positives. The fans that have traveled from Beirut will go home happy. They will go level on points with Estudiantes. If it's a straight head-to-head between themselves and Estu, they'll be above the Spanish club. An 8-point margin against a 6-point margin. Somehow, it's not going to be that simple in this group. This group is going to go right down to the wire. Get your calculators out when we work out who will be in the top 4. Banvit will play tomorrow with a chance to put at least a 2-game gap between them and the other teams vying for the top 4 spots. And that's literally 1.5 feet in the last 16 for the Turkish club. It's been a great, great performance by Beirut. They trailed by as many as 13. Got to give Coach Corner a great deal of credit here. Didn't panic, just talked about what works for this club over the season. They currently sit third in the German Bundesliga, and you can see why. Great belief in the way that they came back. They've got guys who can fill it up from all over the floor. But you've got to say Estudiantes almost victims of their own decisions in that fourth quarter. Settle for a lot of threes. And in the end, it came back to haunt them. So with these highlights of a great performance by the German club on the road, it takes them into a tie with Estudiantes in the group. Hope you've enjoyed your little visit to the suburbs of Madrid. The fans from Germany have. We'll be back for more action for the Basketball Champions League tomorrow evening. Make sure you join us then. But from the Spanish capital, it's a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow for Basketball Champions League action.